Today we got our first sample of what back to school looks like during the pandemic. Godley ISD and Keene ISD in Johnson County started the first day of classes this morning. Both districts are offering in-class and online instruction. Fox 4's Lynn Ann Wynn shows us what it looks like inside the classrooms. Lynn Ann.
Well, Clarice, we talked to both superintendents who say that they felt that they made the best decision for their community, noting that the COVID-19 case count in Johnson County has remained relatively low at around 1,500, and the cases in Keene and Godley are just over 70, with most having recovered. District officials say with that information, they felt safe enough to go back to school. Excitement from parents, kids, and teachers as they head back to school for the first time since March.
I said to a lot of them, I said, welcome back from spring break. They looked at me because the last time we've seen these children was the day we got out for spring break.
But along with the excitement, some hesitation and anxiety.
Honestly, kind of feel like it's a little bit of a social experiment. Let's send the smallest school district back and see how they do. I mean, it's nervous. The numbers still aren't great, and they're sending our kids back.
Around 70% of the 1,000 or so Keene ISD students chose to be in class, while the rest opted for virtual learning. And about 80% of students also chose in-person learning at Godley ISD, a slightly larger district which also offered virtual learning and a blended learning option with a mix of in-person and virtual. As expected, the first day of school did look different, with students arriving en masse like Haven Bryson and his younger brother.
Since the corona is going on, we have to put our mask on to not get it.
At Godley ISD, teachers were making sure students got hand sanitizer after playing on the playground. Music class was in the cafeteria to keep a safe distance, and tables were cleaned after class.
It was tough. It was hard, taking them out of school and putting them back into school and all the decisions that came with it.
Nurses at Keene ISD have set up a triage center and quarantine areas for each school so students with possible COVID-19 symptoms can be evaluated away from others and kept separated if they need to be sent home.
The face masks, social distancing, they're either going to provide the meals in the rooms where the kids don't need to go to the cafeteria, or if the student count is low enough, they'll be able to social distance within the cafeteria.
Hoping they can set a good example for other districts as they prepare to open schools.
Every superintendent wants to start face-to-face because they know that that's the best thing for kids. They just have to balance what's best for their district and their community.
And next week, some of our larger districts will start school, like Garland ISD, Allen ISD, and Frisco ISD. But those districts have chosen to start virtually, and they'll start in-person classes in September.